I think there's a very clear cultural divide between Western and Eastern games, and that's very obvious. And you'd have a huge strike rate if you asked people to pick which was which, just by putting screenshots up. Even how they approach character design, how they approach narrative, how they approach mechanics, what's important, what's not important. I think there's much less of a divide between, say, Canada and the US or Australia and England in terms of what's making them unique. There's some tonal issues. You can usually pick the British games in terms of the humor that they're going to use. But that's only if those games that choose to go that way. Not all British games are particularly British. And I think it's a shame. I wish there was more sort of local flavor in games. I'm originally from Australia, and I often think, even though there's not much of an industry there right now, what would it be to make a truly Australian game? What would a truly Australian game look like? Would it sound different? Would it look different? In films, when you're hiring actors, it's sort of unavoidable. The writers and the actors there's a language and a way of speaking and carrying yourself that's very specific. And I think that's still missing, and I hope we can find it.